Matthew Guerra's father speaks out. We definitely got to take a listen to this. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on all my social medias, The Pascal Show, one word. Hit that like button down below. And let's not forget to crush that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're watching on Facebook, please be sure to crush that follow button on my Facebook page if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. We're going to jump right into this, but as you already know, we've been covering the Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerra tragedy. And let's not forget baby Fabian, who lost his life as well. We've all been wondering, is this gang related? Is there some street beef going on? Was this a robbery that just went tragic? It took a tragic turn. We all don't know everything yet, but Matthew Guerra's father spoke out. Media was able to get there and get a few sound bites and get a fairly big interview with Matthew Guerra's father, Gabriel. And there's a lot that he says in this video, and I wanted to talk about that. So let's take a look at this clip, this piece. It's definitely worth the watch.
And I know this is obviously a really difficult time, but talk about what tonight means to y'all.
Tonight is basically coming together, friends and family, sharing special memories about Matthew, and just having all the support of his friends and family, and come together and just remember him and celebrate his life.
And who was Matthew? Talk about the kind of son he was.
He was energetic, ball of energy, loving, playful, fun.
Silly.
We miss him every day. I talk to him every morning, and we're just here. All the family and support has been, friends, family has been incredible, and it's helped us get through this difficult moment. And like I said, we're just out here remembering him, and just waiting for justice for Matthew and Savannah and Fabian.
And you just kind of mentioned waiting for justice. I mean, obviously, there haven't been any arrests yet. Is it just hard to kind of wait day by day to see what happens?
I actually spoke to some parents of a friend of Matthew who had passed away recently, and they were telling me it took 3 months for the detectives to find the killers. And they knew exactly what I was going through, and sleepless nights and not eating, and they just told me to lean on family. A couple nights ago, we were at my mom's, and I had all my brothers there, and we're all telling stories, and Matt's cousins, and it's helping. And like I said, I've only spoken to the detectives one time, and he did let me know that he has, the investigation is just getting started, and I know I have to be patient. And like I said, all I can do right now is lift it up in prayer, and God says vengeance is his, and with all my heart, I believe that eventually the person responsible for this heinous crime will be caught and brought to justice.
One thing I do want to say, and I got to hop in and out of here, but one thing I do want to say here is I feel for the families, right? This is all just terrible. Imagine this kind of thing happening to your family. No matter what, it's still devastating and still heartbreaking. But one thing that does give me some sort of some glimmer of hope is the fact that the police are at least saying that they're not done with their investigation. They're still doing their due diligence. They had another family member or another friend tell them that something happened to their loved one, and police were doing their due diligence. They did the investigation, and they still brought that monster to justice. It took them 3 months, but they still brought that monster to justice. Now, I'm hoping that justice comes swift, right? Comes swiftly in this particular case. But at the same time, I mean, they still got to do a whole lot of research, a whole lot of investigation. All we have is a blurry video of a truck and Matthew's car. We got that big guy getting out of the car, and that's really it. So they got a lot of work to do, and there's a lot of black Chevy Silverados out here in these streets, y'all. Let's not forget that too. So let's continue.
The video.
Last time we spoke, we talked about people speculating that Matthew might have had a part in it. We got the unfortunate news that the manner of death was homicide. Anything you say to that? The reaction to that?
I try to stay off of the internet and social media, and I think regardless of what I say or what's been brought to light, people are gonna have their own opinion and say horrible things. But
Let me just say this. I couldn't agree more. Hey, if you're in a situation, because we talked about this in a previous video, if you out here and you're having some having a situation where you're looking for help, trying to find someone or trying to solve a particular case involving with family and all that, I just say the best way to do it is put out the information on the internet, because the internet is helpful, but then log off, literally log off until the case is solved, because it gets really, really crazy out here. People get real bold behind their keyboards. Okay. And I think that's just the better route. So the dad has the right, Gabriel has the right approach when it comes to this situation. Let's continue.
the more that I try and stay away, the more beautiful things I see people are doing,
Same.
and videos putting of Matthew and Savannah. And so for all the hate out there, there's just as much love. And
I love
like
hearing
I said,
that.
in my heart of hearts, I know Matthew had nothing to do with this. And
You know what? I love hearing that. Okay. He says as much negativity there is out there in these internet streets, the more I see beautiful things. The beautiful side of things, and I like that he's saying like the good totally outweighs the bad. And that's a great perspective and a great way of looking at things. Let's continue.
him and Savannah and Fabian are together right now, and they're waiting for justice as well.
Your relationship with the Soto family, is that back to normal?
Yes, it's good. Me and Gloria speak on a daily basis, and like I said, from day one, my heart goes out to them, and for them to be going through this after what they went through last year is heartbreaking, and they're waiting for justice as well.
Mhm.
Savannah's mother?
Yeah,
Yes.
Gloria's Savannah's mother, yes.
What have detectives been able to tell you? I know you've had limited conversation with them.
I've only spoke with him one time, and he just did let me know that he has a bunch of videos that he has to go through, and it's going to take a while to go through all the evidence, and they're waiting for the warrants to come back for the phones to see what other information that could lead from them.
Okay. Now, this is the part that I was waiting for. And when I see this, okay, yes, grieving parents, grieving families, and all that. But one piece, and it's great that they're able to reminisce and remember their loved one, Matthew, in a beautiful way, saying how he's silly and all that. But one thing I want to point out, he just said something that 5-0 has more than just the video that we've all seen. That grainy, crappy, fuzzy video of big guy getting out the truck. Now they're saying they got more footage, they got more stuff going on. And I said that in yesterday's show, in the last show, I said, hey, aren't they like tracing that truck to security camera footage from gas stations, intersections, so on and so forth, maybe ring cameras, so on. There's got to be more than just this video. And maybe they put this out just to give us a little morsel, right? A little breadcrumb to satiate us armchair detectives. I don't know. But clearly he's saying that there's more footage, there's more information out here that police have, and they're holding on to that tight. Why? I'm sure they want to keep a lot of things close to the vest, because they don't want these monsters to know that they're hot on their trail. Let's be real. They got to keep some of these things on the low. They don't want to show all their cards right off the bat. Let's continue. So I see that as great news, because when they showed that one video clip, and they're saying, oh, we need help finding these people. It is disheartening, because you're like, really? That's all you got? No. They got more. And I'm really, really happy to hear that. Let's continue.
Is there hope because of the surveillance video that they released?
I would hope so. I mean, you would think there's people out there who know who this man is in the black truck. He knows who he is. He's seen himself on there. And maybe he didn't know what he was getting himself into, but now he knows it was an innocent baby there. And And like I said, this is a capital murder that they're trying it as. And I urge anyone who knows anything or the people that were there that day helping to come forward, because I don't think there's going to be any leeway or if you don't come and show yourself. And there was 3 victims there, and like I said, there's cameras everywhere, and my heart of hearts, hopefully it's just a matter of time before something is found.
Yep.
You said two.
I'm telling you right now, they got more. They got more. Police have a lot more. Again, they said they're still waiting for the warrants so that they can use the cell phones and all that. There's going to be so much that's going to be unearthed here very, very soon. But one thing I will say, I get it. Big guy that got out of the truck. Yeah, there's a small, very slim possibility that he didn't know what was going on in that car. There's a slim possibility that Savannah and Matthew were still alive in that car. But still, I feel that's a very far-fetched idea. And I think it's an even more far-fetched idea that big guy didn't know what was going on in the truck. Why would he hand over a rag? You see what I'm saying? There's certain elements to this that just don't make sense to me. And definitely point down the avenue of these 3 people, because there's a third person, there's a second person in that truck. There's a person driving the Kia. There's the big guy driving the truck, but there's somebody else in the passenger seat of that black Chevy Silverado for sure. So there's 3 people that were involved in this situation. I'm sure there's several more people that were involved in the plotting and the execution of this whole thing. So I don't think that big guy didn't know what was going on. He was standing right there in the car. He didn't see these 2 passed in the car. You see what I'm saying? So I just got questions about that part. But understandably, you still got to keep that option out there on the table just in case, to keep things fair and even. So I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of that video. Obviously, go check it out when you get some time. But honestly, the one thing that I like, of course, is hearing about them talking about their son. But the other part that is really important is that they're saying that there's more footage out there. And maybe everything hasn't been gathered up by police yet, but they are saying that police have not only just more footage, but also their cell phones, which we already knew. But once they start diving into those things more, I'm sure there's going to be a whole lot more unearthed that may be shocking, or maybe exactly what you guys have been predicting out here in these internet streets. So anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Just let me know your thoughts. My heart and thoughts go out to Savannah Soto's and Matthew Guerra's families. I can only imagine what they're going through right now. And I hope that they get some swift justice, because at the end of the day, these are three, and maybe multiple more people, very dangerous monsters out here in these streets. Again, if they really are out here willing to unalive Savannah, who is about to be a mother-to-be, and take Fabian's life the way that they did, who's to say that they're not out putting a hit out on every other family member on the Soto or Guerra family? So those people that are out there that were seen on that video are extremely dangerous people, and we need to get them in custody and in the hands of justice as quickly as possible. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to crush that subscribe button. Hit that follow button on my Facebook page. Be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family on both platforms. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.